to all of his over and over. Hi guys!
Let's check to see if we're... Oh good, we're working.
We're working? Everyone should watch Umbop right now.
Everybody dance. We'll dance break for Wednesday. Hey, yeah. Do-wop.
I'm
Hi,
happy
everybody.
that Hanson exists and that books exist.
Hi.
Hi.
We needed a dance break and we needed some Hanson in our lives.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Happy tea time.
Happy tea time.
I was checking in earlier and I saw somebody was drinking blueberry green tea, as am I.
You are? You're drinking blueberry green tea? Let me
Yes.
smell it. That smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking mint green tea.
Ooh.
So it's a green tea day for us here at Epic
we need to calm our cheese.
Our cheese or our chi?
Or chi.
Oh.
Plural.
I'm sorry, I got excited. You said cheese.
Cheese.
I got really pumped.
What's the plural of chi? Chai?
Anybody know what the plural of chi is? Or is that like, you know, dice is like the
Dice,
plural
yeah.
of its own?
Calm
Or
our
is it
chi.
die?
It's probably that.
It's probably chi, just chi. Hi, so if you guys are first-timers with us, we are from epicreads.com, the
Hi.
awesome book website from HarperTeen, and this is our weekly live video chat where we talk about what's going on, just get real nerdy, and dance to Umbop.
Doobie-dap-da.
Oh man, we could just go on and on.
I know.
So if you are on Twitter, follow along and tweet with everybody that's also watching and use the hashtag tea time and make new friends, and we'll try to respond to see what's happening in your guys' lives. So are we all set up?
Yeah, it looks like people are tuning in.
Cool.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Octavia says, as soon as my Keurig stops, I'm ready for tea time.
Honestly, YA says chi is not plural.
Oh, chi is not plural. Thank you, honestly,
Thank you.
YA. Christy said 90s kidgasm from the Umbop.
I was seriously, like, I still love them. They did that cover of the Taylor Swift song, and I think my heart exploded.
I remember the first time I ever heard them, I was in the basement in my parents' house, and I was like, these girls are awesome. And then I saw them, and I was like, I have weird feelings because they look like girls, but they're boys. It was a lot of fun when they came out.
Ooh, Kat Vela at 09 says she's having some simple Arizona tea.
Oh.
Is that in the can? I love that.
I love Arizona tea, like the $1 Arizona tea. That's so good.
It's good.
Well, the reason why we chose Umbop as today's opening theme song is because Michael Grant, author of the Gone series, he completed this like 90s magazine style questionnaire for us, and he said that the very first thing he did when he turned in his final manuscript for Light was listen to Umbop. So
I think that made me love him
I
so
know,
much more.
I know. I was like, yes, Michael Grant, Animorphs and Umbop. You can do no wrong. So cheers to you, Michael Grant, and the Gone series.
Cheers.
If you want to see that questionnaire, it's up on the Epic Reads blog. To go check it out. You can see his man handwriting.
Andy at Andy S13 says I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for days.
You're welcome. Haha.
You're welcome. Alrighty, so let's talk about what we're reading. Let's get to the matter at hand.
What are you guys reading? Tweet at us, tell us, and why don't you start us off and tell us what you're reading.
I am reading, which also came out this week, Unnatural Creatures by, it's a stories collected by Neil Gaiman.
He wrote an introduction, right? Or
yes,
he wrote a...
and there's a story in there. There's 17 stories, I believe.
Total?
Yes. I just got back from vacation, so my brain is a little scattered, so short stories is like what I needed.
Do you normally read short stories?
I don't pick them up very often, but I am surprised when I do how much I love them. They're like perfect little nuggets. And
yeah.
Especially in YA when you're reading so many series, it's nice to just be like, oh, and that was done. That was a nice little morsel, and I loved it.
Do you guys read short story collections? I have yet to actually read a short... I've never read one before.
I like them.
I don't know why. Maybe 'cause I'm a little bit scared of short stories because I'm like so used to full-length novels or like these 6-book series that I'm a little scared of, like, a very short thing and, like, getting attached to it and having it be done, and then I'm like, no.
It definitely does time to get, like, to get into the rhythm and, like, sit in there, especially, like, when, you know, the first story, I actually like, the first story in this book starts off with a bang. It's about, like, a blob on the wall that just keeps growing, and it's kind of, like, creepy and fun.
Oh, I like that.
But then, like, you're in the story, and it's great, and then there's a whole tonal switch, and the next story is about a hive of bees, like, and their hierarchy. It's really great, and I love, and it just takes a little time to, like, get used to that pattern, but there's a lot of stories, and you can get in there, and I love it so far. It's definitely supernatural. Everything kind of has a supernatural and really twist, and because it's curated by Neil Gaiman, it has that same kind of voice that he's drawn to.
Yeah.
So, pick it up.
Crystal at Ice Dragon 62 said, I'm reading The Terror by Dan Simmons and Rush by Maya Banks. It's interesting that you're reading a book called Rush, because that is perfect segue, because that's what I'm reading this week is Rush by Eve Silver. Well, I'm reading the arc of it. The book goes out on sale June 11th, but I just picked this one up a couple of days ago, and I'm about halfway through right now. This book is really interesting and not at all what I expected. I kind of went into it not really knowing much about it. Like, I've heard a couple of things, but then I was like, I like to go into books with not knowing really anything. And so basically, this girl, the main character, she dies, and then, like, in the very first chapter, she dies, and then sort of wakes up, and she's in this not necessarily alternate universe because it's the same world, but sort of like behind the veil of our world. And she has to kill aliens with this team of teens, and they like get points, and there's like a health bar, and it's very much like Counter-Strike, and it's very like video game-ish. Nice. Which I'm a gamer, so I got really excited.
I'm putting it out there.
Right. I'll put it out there. I'm a bit of a gamer nerd, and so. Like, all the talk about health bar and, like, getting points for, like, combos and all this stuff, immediately I was like, oh, Street Fighter, you know, that's cool, I get that. So, it's really cool. I really like the main character. She's half Japanese, and she is, like, a trained kendo fighter, and that sort of, like, comes to her advantage, you know, fighting aliens. Yeah. But she's very not whiny at all, and she's kind of a smartass, which I really like. So, so I'm excited to see what the last half of the book happens. And this is the first book in Eve Silver's trilogy. I'm pumped about this book.
So Britta at I Like These Books just said, do people in the pub world say ARC or ARC?
You know,
it's a mix.
It's a mix.
I
say ARC too, but then when I first got here, I heard everybody call it ARC, and then I also heard people call them galleys, and I think that there's a difference between galley and ARCs.
Yes, but it's beyond my knowledge of what. I can't tell the difference.
I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's in paper stock or something. If there's a more knowledgeable person in publishing watching and knows that, please.
We're just fans.
We're in the marketing side of things, so we don't really ever get to know what's actually happening in publishing.
We just devour them and talk about them.
They just show up on our desk, and we're like, we don't really know how this thing happened and came to be, but we're happy that it did.
So we're pretty sure you can say ARC or ARC. Do whatever you want.
Do whatever. Or galley, or,
hey, be jealous of me because I've got a book that you can't buy.
Chrissy Matheson says, I'm reading My Life Next Door. That one has that cool, pretty cover with, like, the fence and, like, the greens and reds.
Becky says she loves the cover of Rush. I do, too.
It's very cool. Let's take another look at that. I can't wait to see what it looks like in hardcover. Because, like, I mean, we look at these ARCs, these arcs, so early on, but then when we get the hardcover, a lot of times they're a little bit different, and I'm excited to see what this one looks like in hardcover. It should be cool.
My internet connection's slow. I don't know if yours is getting better.
I've got... Where's that thing?
Ooh!
Oh, it's my Kindle Fire. Let's see if we can't reach...
Fangirl, or Dana Squared is reading Apollyon and Requiem.
She's reading Requiem?
Yes. What's up? Somebody wants to know what games you play.
I play Street Fighter. I've played Mass Effect, Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim. Oh god, this is making me sound super nerdy. I really, what's that zombie one? It's a co-op zombie player one that's really fun. If you're not like super into gaming, this is a fun one to play with a friend. Dead Nation. That's what it's called. I mean, it's like super gory and killing zombies, but it's easy. So yeah, and also all the Nintendo stuff. So sorry, tangents.
Sophisticated Katie asked me how my vacation was. It was good.
Where'd you go?
I went on a cruise to Mexico,
Nasty.
Belize, and Honduras. You can't tell I'm white, so I just got a little less white, but it was. And I saw a lot of people reading Divergent, and I wanted to like take pictures of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
I just have to point out, Andy,
we're taking over the world.
Andy S13 says that I'm reading The Great Gatsby next. Never read it before in all my 33 years. Are you reading it in time for the movie? Are you going to see the movie?
I am a huge Gatsby nerd. Huge.
I'm a huge Leonardo DiCaprio nerd, so
it was one of my books that like made me love books. And I'm a huge Leonardo.
Really? That's the one that made you love books?
One of them. Yeah.
Interesting.
I love it. The green light symbolism changed my world. Changed when I was like, things can mean deeper things and multiple things and things. I loved it.
Flynn Devon asks if I play Assassin's Creed. I used to play Assassin's Creed. I have not played the new one, although I really want to because apparently he's like an Indian going on revenge and it's supposed to be awesome. But I have not played it yet. Anyway, here you go.
Oh, thank you. Because our iPad's dying. Technology switch. Do we want to talk about... There's a lot that came out, y'all.
Yeah, which is why we don't have like something special planned because there are so many new books this week.
The specialness is... goodness.
All right. So let me just show you this pile. Okay. This is just what came out that's new this week.
And then these tag along at the bottom.
Those are now in paperback. So yeah, these are all what's new this week.
That's a lot of reading. And like literally, no matter what kind of
there's something for everyone here. Like literally,
whatever you want to get.
I want a contemporary romance. I want something new adult and super steamy. Oh, we got you covered. Oh, I want space sci-fi.
Covered.
Oh, I want Neil Gaiman. Oh, wait, we've got two for you.
Oh, I want contemporary literary. We got Walter Dean Myers.
Yeah,
new.
There's a lot of stuff. So let's just dive in here and let's show them what's new this week.
All right, so we'll start. Darius and Twig, a new Walter Dean Myers. It's about two best friends. One's a runner, one is a writer in Harlem, and they kind of have different lives, but how they come together in Harlem.
Yes, it's a good friendship story and overcoming the odds.
Yes.
And, but also speaking of Walter D. Myers, he also All the Right Stuff is also out in paperback this week. I just want to point out the adorable size of.
I have her here.
Okay, so here's a normal hardcover size. Hold that one up next to it, and then little baby.
It's perfect.
They're so cute and little. I love it when they're small like that.
I do too.
I like tiny things. Okay, so we have
more Neil
two
Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman? Neil Gaiman.
I say Gaiman.
Gaiman?
That might be wrong.
Two new Neil books. The Silver Dream, which is the sequel, the long-awaited sequel to InterWorld. Do you want to tell? You know.
Yeah. So this was written a long time ago by Neil Gaiman and Michael Reaves.
Yeah, this is the first one.
That's the first one. They got together and plotted a whole new story, and then Neil was super busy and wasn't able to write it, so Michael was like, hey, I will write it. And then he started battling Parkinson's disease, so his daughter took it over and finished the story, Mallory. So it's a really great story, and we're glad that we finally got the sequel.
Chris Still at Ice Dragon says it's Gaiman. He confirmed it on Twitter once, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
And if you're watching, Neil.
Nobody. Hi, I love you. I've tried to stalk you in the office a couple of times.
I know. Every time he's in the office, we're like, can we come up and have him meet Snarkles? And then we always get shut down.
Yeah.
Sadness.
He's super busy. He's writing a story every day with Blackberry.
So yeah, and then
the collected stories, which we talked about.
Thing about Unnatural Creatures is that it came out in both paperback and hardcover this week. And I have to say, normally I prefer the hardcovers over paperbacks, but I kind of dig the paperback over the hardcover on this one.
Nice.
It's really cool. It's a strokeable cover. You'll see what I mean when you go check it out.
Inky Red says, I love those covers. They are so pretty.
Which ones?
Which
the
ones?
InterWorld? The Silver Dream ones are really cool.
I love them. I'm really attracted to blue covers. I don't know why.
Is that your favorite color?
No, yellow is my favorite color.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so also...
There's probably people that study that. Like, why I'm drawn to blue covers.
Probably. Maybe it has to do with, like, when you were born, or... Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, also new this week is the Elite. Kiera Cass did a Ustream. She took over our Ustream yesterday.
Yeah. Did you guys see it? I'm in love with her.
She's adorable. She wore a crown. So much fun.
She had signs.
And she made cutouts of
One
Direction.
Figures.
She was awesome. That whole video is up on the Story Crush blog or on our Ustream in the previously recorded videos. You can watch
she answers frequently asked questions, and she's just genuinely really funny and cute. She also reveals what the third book title is.
Which is?
The One!
The One.
They gotta pick one.
The One!
The One. They each have to pick somebody.
Who do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be America?
Well, yeah.
We won't speculate. No spoilers. If you've read the Elite,
I haven't read the one we talked to the editor and I tried to get it from her and she won't tell me. Well, good, because we don't want you to spoil anything for anybody. I love Maxon. That's who I want. I want Maxon in America forever and ever and ever and ever.
I think we talked all about this last week. And I think the majority of everybody is Team Maxon.
Yeah, yeah. I was so sad to miss the Elite party.
I know. I was wearing a dress.
You were?
I was. I was wearing a big poofy dress. It was so uncomfortable.
Yay.
Kristen at Millie D's Word says, I love strokeable covers. They amuse me to no end. I like that. They amuse you.
Yeah.
They amuse you. Rachel Patrick said, I loved the Elite. Sarah M says, my husband was interrupting tea time. What's up with that? Husband, unless you're going to watch, don't be interrupting.
Boot.
Get out of here. Or come on Twitter and watch and tweet. So let's see. What else? Crush by Nicole Williams. This is also out this week in paperback and ebook. This is the final book in a very steamy trilogy by Nicole Williams. It's Crush, Clash, and Crash, Clash, and Crush. Whew, that's hard to say.
And this is the first time this story's been available. The other two were available.
Yeah, the other two were available on ebook before we acquired them and printed them in paperback. But so this is the first time. This is out now, and basically up until this book,
it's steamy.
Jude and Lucy were engaged, but now will they make it down the aisle? Who knows?
Harley James says, love Nicole Williams. She's awesome. Millie D. Word says, yes, I'm so excited for Crush. Any other Crush fans out there? Super excited? I know it's a big one. There's a huge, huge following for this series.
There is a massive following for this series. It was sort of very underground, and now it's sort of blossoming out. But this book is really popular. I wonder if it'll hit the New York Times. I think it might be. It might hit the New York Times. Speaking of the New York Times, Kiera Cass was on last week's New York Times bestseller list for the selection.
Yay, Selection World.
Congratulations.
Yay, forever. It makes me so happy.
Snarkles is very excited.
Read and Makeup says, okay, that's it. I need to get the selection. I've been dying to read it for too long.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can binge read and you don't have to wait.
Yeah, you can read the first two, and selection's in paperback now, so that's good.
That's better, yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
We'll talk about that one in a minute, because it's tied in with what we're doing. Yeah. So, Arclight. Whoa. Okay, I gotta show you guys how shiny this cover is. Arclight by Josin L. McQueen is out. This book is uber eepy-cray. It's very eepy-cray. It creeped me out a lot. Like the first 50 pages were very unsettling for me, and I remember reading it and just being like and really upset and nervous and what's happening, and I don't know what's going on. I'm really tense and I'm nervous, and so if you're looking for something that's very
gives
you a little bit of the creepy crawlies, then Arclight is
don't read with the lights off, is what you're saying.
It's not horror. It's not scary. It's just really tense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like tension building.
Yeah.
And the world's very cool. Basically, they're stuck in this world where they're encased in a dome of light and they can't go outside. If they go into the dark, then they get devoured by these creatures.
What is a Kelly, which I love your Twitter handle, by the way, says, Arclight really is very shiny when you hold it in real life.
It's extremely
so
shiny.
I love it.
Is it as shiny underneath? Let's undress this baby.
Sarah Booknerd says, I've heard good things about Arclight. Sleeps on tables. I love the Arclight cover. I may or not love it more than my family.
No, don't say that. But I mean, we're very flattered, but don't say that. Speaking of the cover, we actually have an interview with the cover designer coming up.
Yay!
And we're going to give you guys a little inside scoop into how this was designed and the whole process. So
Cover stuff is fun.
very fun. And we always want to, like, every time when the cover designers are, like, in meetings, we're always like, can we come by and take pictures? And they're very secretive. So
We kind of stalk against them against the wall, and we're like, hey.
I know, we just, like, breathe against the glass. Hi.
Tell us how you make things pretty.
Can we be your friend? Yeah, not to be awkward or anything. Do you want to tell them about?
Yeah, 2 things that are in paperback. It said how Zoe most sleeps.
No, this is brand new.
Oh, it's new?
It's new. It's out in paperback and ebook. It's a paperback release.
Did the cover change?
She wrote Smart Girls
Girls-
Get What They Want. That was originally hardcover. They changed the whole designs of her books.
How Zoe Mostly Made Her Dreams Come True by Sarah Strohmeyer is new and in paperback.
And adorable.
And Thumped by Megan McCafferty, the second book in the Bumped series. It's kind of dystopian about girls who are required to get pregnant.
Ugh.
Whoa, yeah.
Ugh.
It's out in paperback.
Let's see. What do we got here? Kevin Meyer at Leps1824 said, Arclight was super creepy. The fade gave me nightmares. Yes, this book is creepy. Thank you. I'm glad somebody else has read it and agrees. It's very creepy, but very good. So, Hannah T at Inky Reed says, I've been in such a thriller mood lately. Must get Arclight. Yes, it's a good thriller. Very fast-paced. Lots of twists and, like, kind of, you don't know what's going to happen. It's awesome sauce.
We have a lot of aspiring cover designers.
Ooh, really?
M. Reed's YA, Sophisticated Katie'd. They're Chasm of Books. Lots of people want the cover stuff. We're trying to get it for you.
Yes, we will get more cover insights, but let's do a little shimmy for book covers.
Woo! Woo! Covers! Woo! I want to be a book cover designer when I grow up too, but I don't think I have the skills.
My dream is to have one of my photos on the cover of a book.
Yes, and they should be.
Well,
let's be honest.
Thanks. We won't go into that, but yes, that's one of my dreams. Okay, and finally, new this week, and in paperback, we'll start with in paperback is Unraveling by Elizabeth Norris, and the sequel, Unbreakable, is finally here. Look how good they look together.
Aww.
Yeah. We are doing a reread of this book this week on pitchdark.com. So if you haven't read the book before, now's the time to do it. It's in paperback. It's in hardcover. It's on ebook.
It's good stuff.
Everybody seems to be obsessed with this book.
I like jumping into it.
Everyone I've talked to said it's very much like X-Files meets Fringe, meets Veronica Mars, meets CSI. This girl, she dies, and then she wakes up, and she's trying to figure out, like, how the hell did I wake up? I should be dead. And, like, this boy wakes her up, and Ben, everybody, if you read it, Ben, any Ben, Team Ben over here. And her dad is an FBI agent, and so she basically has 24 days to sort of just figure out what the hell is going on and figure it out. So there's, like, a countdown to figure out everything, which makes it super tense because it's like, oh my god, 24 days, which, I don't know what I would be able to do in 24 days time, but Unbreakable, I mean, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but let's just say that the timeline now is 5 days, so this is out on sale, so, and if you join the reread, basically you just track your progress on Twitter or Instagram, and you just use the hashtag Unraveling, and anybody who participates is automatically entered to win a signed copy of Unbreakable. So
you could complete the set. Binge read. Like, that's what I love, binge reading.
And Liz Norris is also going to be on the Dark Days tour.
Yes.
So if you're in the Midwest area where they're going to be traveling, go check it out and go meet her. She's really cool.
TTLG review says, Unraveling blew my mind, and I am about to start Unbreakable.
Ah!
Harley Bear Books says, Unraveling was $1.99 recently on Amazon, and I think it still is.
It is.
Go check it.
It is still $1.99, not just on Amazon, but Nook, Kobo, all of the e-readers. It's available for $1.99 pretty much everywhere. And so is InterWorld, actually.
Yes.
So that Neil Gaiman book that is the first one, if you guys are talking about that and you are like interested in doing that and you have an e-reader, go download it. It's only $1.99, which is awesome. If you want to see all of we have a lot of ebooks on sale right now. We have them all listed. You can go on Epic Reads or Pitch Dark and see those and find out what's on sale.
There's a lot of Unraveling love. Sarah Booknerd says, Unraveling is awesome. Read it now. So good. And I can't even tell you how many exclamation points were in those.
Everybody, it's got a very strong following. A lot of people love this book. And it's sort of
I'm excited to be, the reread is my first read.
This is going to be your first read? Oh yeah, me too. I'm in the middle of it. That and Rush, and it's...
So you really are reading it with us.
Yes.
Join us.
Let's see. Every time you guys say Neil Gaiman, I think you're about to say Neil Diamond. I hadn't thought about it, but now I'm going to get them mixed up all the time.
I will never.
And they could not be even more like...
Whenever I get down, I just listen to his Make Good Art speech that he made.
Who? Neil Gaiman?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys look it up if you haven't. He did a commencement speech at some college, and it's called Make Good Art. It's phenomenal.
Michael Monroe says, book shimmy for $1.99 books.
Oh, yeah.
We'll book shimmy to that.
Book shimmy.
We'll do a Twitter wave for that.
Woo! We'll squeeze Snarkles.
Snarkles overload.
I love me some cheap books.
Oh, me too. Not cheap. Just books that are...
friendly to my needs.
Friendly to my wallet. Yes. Friendly to my wallet. And friendly to your bookshelf because, you know, you're not adding physical books. Just ebooks. So... Divergent fans, there's a bit of news today.
News that if you haven't been on the internet today, get ready to freak.
Which we know is a lie if you say you haven't been on.
Boom, 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 boom. We got the first still from the movie.
Oh, yeah. Entertainment Weekly just released this still from the first movie that they're filming right now in Chi-Town.
Okay. Take it in. Process your thoughts. Tweet us.
Okay, I have been seeing a lot of people tweeting that they're upset because her hair isn't super blonde. Let's all just remember that it's most likely lighting.
I'm just gonna say, I saw it, it took a second, and then I was like, yes.
Everything about this photo is, like, right to me.
Okay,
her
I feel like,
expression,
it's so good.
She's
nervous, but she's strong and looking straight. I see 4 standing right, like, well, I guess he's far because he's throwing knives, but I see him, like, right there, and I want to be looking at him.
I just like that she's wearing the Dexter Headley tee. I don't know if anybody else thought that when they saw that, but everything about this photo, to me, is like, all right, they're on the right track. They're doing good things. I mean, already I'm super excited because the casting is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And they're shooting on location in Chicago, which... in Hollywood, they never shoot on location, so it's awesome that they're doing that.
Also, the day before, Veronica Roth wrote a blog post, I don't know if you guys see her on Tumblr, talking about her set visit, and she swooning over the costumes, which I can't wait to see.
Give it to me now!
More! Okay, what do you guys think? How do you feel? I've mainly seen people just be really stoked.
They said that these knives in this photo are actually rubber knives, but they look real.
Yeah.
They look super real.
They look so real.
It's on Entertainment Weekly if you guys want to go check, like, see the actual
Also, and
photo.
the only other negative that I heard people say, which, you know, is that she's not bleeding.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. He still could be throwing more knives.
He's gonna throw more knives. It happens. I'm sure she will.
But I love it. Her face, I think she's a great... I mean, I only saw her in The Descendants, and I thought she was phenomenal, and I'm really excited.
I loved her on The Secret Life of the American Teenager. It's a really good TV show, ABC Family. She's going to be in The Fault in Our Stars. She's like YA queen.
You guys just have to accept her.
I know, just embrace her. She's like the new J-Law. I'm calling it. She's going to be new J-Law. Although maybe she'll win an Oscar. Who knows?
J-Law got a haircut. And I like it. It kind of looks like you!
It does. She totally stole my cut, girl.
Hi, J-Law. You're probably watching.
Normally I'd be all like, but because it's you, I'm like, be my friend. Please be my friend. She actually grew up not too far from me.
Oh, nice. So she's stalking you.
Pretty much.
Okay.
We're basically besties.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, she's right outside the door right now, like waiting for me to come out so we can go hang out and get Pinkberry.
So yeah, it looks like most people are excited. Scott reads it, says, "Where are her tats?"
She doesn't get them yet, right?
I didn't think she had them in this scene.
She
but
didn't get them.
People are saying that people are speculating that I think it's the shirt, but they're speculating like right around there. Sorry, my janky nail polish. That they're right around there.
I don't know. You guys Google it and find it, and then you can see there are some. But this is, of course, the knife throwing scene where she steps in for Al. And 4 throws knives at her, and it's real tense and awesome. It's also the scene that is told from 4's point of view in the 4 story.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
If you guys haven't read the 4 story, you should go download it.
Yeah.
Would you do that? Would you
Step for a friend?
get knives thrown at you?
If it was 4, I would. Or, what's his name?
For Tobias. Or no, wait, that's his name. Theo James.
Theo James. If it was Theo James, I would. Call me.
Speaking of Theo James, the Chicago Tribune caught video of them going to dinner in Chicago, and you see him for like
a split second.
A brief second, but I'm like, oh, there he is.
They also went to my favorite restaurant in Chicago, so I was like, I've been there! And I got really excited.
You may have sat in the seat that Theo James put his butt in.
You guys, we're basically best friends.
Yeah, you're basically like butt friends.
Yeah.
With Theo James. You're butt friends. I can't believe I just said that. My bad.
Oh, okay. So what do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna check in, and now we can geek out a little bit.
We'll see what's going on here. If anybody's in Chicago and happens to spot any of the filming or anything, please
stock
take
it
photos
for us.
and
stock
send
it for
them
us.
to
We're
us.
still trying to petition to get us sent to Chicago so we can stock.
We will send you mugs and books and whatever you want if you can catch a photo of Theo James.
Yeah, or Kate Winslet.
Or Theo James' butt.
Oh yeah, That's it. We're gonna put the Divergent Nation on Theo Butt Watch.
Somebody create a Tumblr for that now, please. Let's see.
Lauren reads YA says Divergent feels. Basically, I haven't even been getting work done today because I've just fallen into the vacuum of Divergent feels.
It sucks that we have to wait like 11 more months for the movie to come out. I just want it to be out now. Oh. And they released like the Hunger Games. Like there's so much good YA in the movies right now. Like they released the Hunger Games trailer or the Catching Fire trailer, which was awesome. I'm sorry, there's just so many good things.
Wait, the Catching Fire trailer? Did I miss that?
Yeah, you missed it. Oh, yeah, you missed it. It came out last week.
Have a good tea time, guys. I can't do that.
It's
I love
really
you too
good.
much.
It's really good.
But you know what I'm doing immediately after this.
What do you guys think of the Catching Fire trailer? My bestie looks awesome in it.
I got a little sick on the cruise ship, and they were playing the Hunger Games, and I totally laid in bed and watched it all the way through and loved it.
That's like the best way to... Lauren reads YA says, is the Catching Fire trailer just a teaser? Yes, but it's long enough that I'm considering it a trailer. But it's really just a teaser.
Did they do it at MTV Movie Awards?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least there was some happiness that came out of last week.
Hannah says, oh my gosh, Aubrey, you have to watch it.
I'm gonna, Hannah. I'm gonna.
Everybody says that they loved the trailer.
Can you turn it on right now and then I'll watch it?
We will watch it after this. Sarah Richards Oliver says, Katniss looks so fierce in the trailer. I was so excited when I saw it. Snarkles was super excited.
Rampant Readers didn't see it either. We can go see it together after this.
So let's see. What do we have coming up next week? Next week,
The Boyfriend app is out, which you guys should get, because I loved. I hearted it.
You did like that book a
I
lot.
hearted it all, and I'm not a huge contemporary fan.
And we're still, that giveaway for her necklaces that she designed, that Katie Seiss designed, that giveaway still going on storycrush.com, which you can go enter.
Yeah.
Next week will be a regular week, but I'm going to Kansas City on Thursday next week for
Oh,
Romantic Times.
Team Epic Reads on tour.
Yes, and Snarkles is coming with me. We're hosting the Teen Day Party in Kansas City this year. So if you guys are coming to Romantic Times, make sure you come by and get your photo taken with Snarkles and be my friend. And we'll hang out at Romantic Times. And
I'll be in the office.
we'll miss you dearly. Snarkles will miss you.
Well, I'll have baby Snarkles.
But you'll be at BEA. So,
I will be at BEA.
So
Are
yeah,
you guys gonna be? We're planning fun things.
we are planning fun things. We'll be out on the floor. Snarkles will be out on the floor doing his Snarkles cam that he did at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So we'll be around at BEA. So who knows? Maybe Team Epic Reads will go on tour, a tea time tour. Are you guys watching Harper?
Write your congressman and tell him we need to go on tour.
Write HarperCollins and tell them they need to send us on tour.
Because I want to come to meet you.
Let's across America bring YA to America.
We could go with all the authors we love.
That would be awesome.
Let's just get in a bus and go.
Can we like have Snarkle's face on the bus, like a wraparound on the bus?
Like instead of the hot dog wiener mobile, it's a
Yes.
Snarkle.
It's a hedgehog, and every time you hit the horn, it's.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch the Catching Fire trailer,
Yes.
and then we're gonna make this happen.
We are going to make this happen. I hope that it'll happen. All right, so thanks for tuning in, you guys. Oh, giveaway. I forgot to mention.
It's good stuff.
10 of you will be winning one of the following. We're giving away 5 copies of Parallel. Oops, I always get it upside
I always
down.
do too.
Parallel by Lauren Miller, which goes on sale May 14th, and Life After Theft by April and Pike. So we will announce the 10 winners, and those 10 winners will get one of the following. Whoops, there it is. And so we'll tweet those winners shortly. Oh, I did it again! I always hold it upside down. Sorry girl, on the cover.
It's one of my favorite covers. I can't wait to see it in hardcover.
I know! I'm so excited. Life After Theft goes on sale next week, by the way, you guys.
Yes.
BT dubs. So that's it for us, and come hang out with us on epicreads.com and be our friend and tweet at us and
Drink tea with us on Wednesdays.
And-
Same time, same place.
yeah, and we will see you next week. So cheers to you,
Bye.
and cheers to Hanson and Mbop. Should we have him play us off? Okay, we will. Here we go.
Bop.
Sit on, yeah.